One other item that I would like to bring to the board, as all three of us as trustees are aware, that Clermont County has brought to our attention that they would like to add an additional hotel tax on hotels located in Miami Township, along with all of those located in Clermont County. As we all are aware, this is very disheartening to us because we were not aware of the decision or the recommendation from the state. And for that reason, I would like to make a recommendation to the board that we send a letter on our behalf from Mr. Wright that he will compose, letting the county and the state know that we do not support this additional tax, and we would like that to be reconsidered.
You making that as a motion?
I'm making that as an motion.
Okay, I'll second that.
Ken Tracy?
Aye.
Carl Schultz?
Aye.
Mary Wolf?
Aye.
All right. We're being asked to now adopt Resolution 2017-13. This is a resolution opposing the hotel lodging tax proposed within subdivision HB 49. Tonight, we're being asked to adopt this resolution opposing substitute 8 House Bill 49 and further requesting that the Speaker of the Ohio General Assembly comply with the wishes and desires of Union Township and immediately remove any reference to the increase in the hotel lodging tax in Clermont County for the purpose of funding, subsidizing, or otherwise supporting acquisition of a recreation facility in the village of Batavia. Gentlemen, I'm going to read a couple of lines here from the resolution because I think it's important to explain why we're doing this. The Clermont County Commissioners, in concert with the Clermont County Convention and Visitors Bureau, paid a lobbyist, petitioned for and convinced an Ohio State representative from the 66th District to introduce legislation to increase taxes within Union Township in Clermont County. And whereas the proposed increase in lodging tax was not discussed publicly or privately with representatives from Union Township prior to inclusion in the state capital budget, and whereas a business plan justifying the need for the increase in taxes has never been delivered, discussed, or even confirmed that, one, a business plan exists with any elected or appointed official of Union Township, and whereas the board promotes fiscal responsibility and transparency in an effort to provide the best possible service for our customers. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of Union Township, Clermont County, Ohio, petition that the Ohio State Representative John Becker from the 65th District faithfully, forcefully, and with appropriate speed and resolve carry our concerns and desires to the Speaker of the House of Representatives. We request that the Speaker comply with the wishes and desires of Union Township and immediately remove any reference to the increase in the hotel lodging tax in Clermont County for the purpose of funding, subsidizing, or otherwise supporting the acquisition of a recreation facility in the village of Batavia, contained within House Bill 49. So, gentlemen, I think this resolution is very important for Union Township, and the reasons really are simple. I think at this point, this amendment should be pulled out of the budget so we have time to discuss as a community what it means and what this would be for. We're being asked to raise the tax on hotels in Clermont County. Many people may not know, but most of the hotels reside within Union Township. So most of the tax will be collected within Union Township. And no consideration was given to any facilities within Union Township or to the Board of Trustees. If we had been asked, I know I would have brought up projects that we have going on here that would be just as important or maybe more important. One good example is Tealtown Ballpark, which for many years has hosted baseball and softball tournaments and has filled our hotels and done a great job. And their park is definitely in need of upgrades, and this park wasn't considered. So before we go building new parks, I think we got to look at existing parks and make sure that they operate in the best way. And just for instance, Tealtown Ballpark has a big tournament this weekend. Over 1,000 people are going to attend this tournament. Our hotels are jam-packed right now, and I think it deserves more consideration since they're already bringing in a lodging tax to the area. But those are the kind of concerns I would have brought up had we been asked to. I also am concerned that the state representative for our area, for Union Township, Mr. John Becker, was not consulted on this, and a representative from neighboring Brown County was asked to do this. And all this literally was done in the cover of night. This was added to the bill late at night and without knowledge of many representatives, and was found out through careful searches by people who helped Union Township and look up these things. So we're very concerned about it, and I think we should take this action to send a message that we weren't consulted, we haven't been asked, and all we want is a chance to talk about if this tax is good for our community. We're just asking to back it off. We can talk about it. I'm being told by Representative Becker that if everybody says it's a great idea and we should move forward, he can add amendment very quick, and it could be added back in at another time. So I think as a courtesy, Union Township should be involved, but also on the premise that we've had great success in attracting great developments. We're leading the region in many of these developments. And to be not even brought to the table to help assist with this is amazing to me. So, gentlemen, I don't know how you feel about it. I'll open the floor to the other trustees if you've got any comments you'd like to make.
Well, Mr. Chairman, only thing I'll say, I'll keep it brief, I'm very disappointed in the process. There's people probably sitting here tonight who never even heard of this. So we're being transparent. We're bringing up the fact that somebody in the 11th hour from our state legislation tried to sneak something into a House bill and get revenue from our township without even consulting us. So the process is what I'm disappointed in. No transparency. We have elected officials within the county. We have elected officials at the state level. All we ask is you be transparent with us, we'll work with you. So, yeah, I'm very disappointed, and I'm glad we were able to bring this resolution to the table tonight.
Mr. Beamer, any comments?
Yes, I certainly agree with both you gentlemen, and Mr. Akers, I'm disappointed as well. As some may know, I've spoken out individually, against this, and I was many concerns, and when some of the residents were contacting me asking me about this, I knew as much as they did, which is something that happened, put in the budget after 7 o'clock, moved over for some increase in hotel tax, and we have most hotels, and no one from Union Township was consulted, not the administration, not myself as a trustee, and we're all very accessible via phone, email, a short meeting, and relayed my comments to those individually. And I've also requested a meeting to one of the commissioners, which has to date fell on deaf ears, as some of the others. Some of our residents also have asked questions, have requested meetings, and that has fell on deaf ears. And those questions or meetings seems to get steered toward go to the convention bureau or go to someone at the convention bureau, and I don't think that's the right process. I think the whole process needs to stop, get reversed, and let's try to get on the same page. And it's not just Union Township. We also have Miami, the city of Milford, there's whole thing, many townships in the county. Let's put a plan together. And I don't look to have any animosity with anyone at the county or the Visitors Bureau. But we have, priorities in Union Township too. You just mentioned the Tealtown Ballpark, WT, and on down the list. And I'm sure Miami Township does too. So I'm disappointed. Sometimes during the last 2 weeks, I've been very mad and upset because folks campaign and talk about open government, and Union Township knew nothing about it. And thankfully, the residents and other people started asking questions as well. And still waiting for a meeting. I don't think it will happen. In some of the responses, generic responses, and if it's so great, let's see the plan. Let's see the plan. And if you are talking about building a facility or bringing a facility, how are you going to pay for the facility? How are you going to do the infrastructure? How are you going to do off ramps and on ramps and those kinds of things? That'll have to be funded. Who's going to fund it? You really have to put a regional plan together. So it just this whole thing just really stinks. And it just flies in the face of open government. And thankfully, the people shined a light on it, and a lot of people have asked questions, continue to ask questions. Some are here this evening, and I think if we move forward with the resolution, we'll be on the record collectively that we're concerned and oppose it in its current form. As stated.
All right, thank you.
Well said, Mr. Beamer.
I think the most important point there is we don't even know what the plan is, so it's hard to say you're against it or in favor of it when you haven't been shared the details. So,
Absolutely. It would just be nice. I mean, this has been going on for 6 to 8 months, and we have administrative staff that are full-time here. The board, the prior boards, the current board have always been accessible to emails, phone calls, coffee somewhere, or whatever. And now it's just gotten to be a mess, a muck.
I agree.
And I don't know what else to do but this. And keep shouting and keep asking why, but the brakes need to be put on at the moment.
I agree.
Especially when we have a staff that I'll put up against any staff in the region and the country for attracting business, attracting new hotels, attracting great developments, to not even take advantage of that expertise that's right in your own county seems incredible. So. All right then, gentlemen, I'll ask for a motion then to adopt Resolution 2017-13. This is resolution opposing the hotel lodging tax proposed in House Bill 49. I'll make a motion to adopt this resolution.
Second?
Roll call, Mr. McGraw,
Yes.
Mr. Akers,
Yes.
Mr. Beamer.
Yes.
Motion carries.